There are over 2 billion cell phones sold worldwide each year. This number will rise in the future as technology grows. It's hard to think of the world without cell phones, and that's because it's an addiction to everyone you know. With that, times are changing, and younger age groups are starting to use cell phones at younger and younger ages. The more this continues, the more addicted the world will become to cell phones in the future. But are cell phones harmful or even harmful enough to kill you? According to tests conducted at Stanford University and Integrated Laboratory Systems in 1999, chromosomal changes in the blood cells, the same type of electromagnetic radiation emitted by handheld cell phones, were found in human beings. Johnny Cochran, a prominent defense attorney, was believed to have been killed by a cell phone. Although it was proven that Johnny Cochran had died from a brain tumor, his doctor maintains that the cell phone is what led to his death. May 27, 2008. Dr. Keith Black states that studies have been performed in Europe that research long-term exposure to cell phones for over a period of 10 years. And people that are exposed to over 2,000 hours of cell phone use, which is about an hour a day for 10 years, that study reported about a 3.7-fold increase in the risk of developing brain cancer. The Radiation and Nuclear Safety Authority in Finland looked only at people who had used a cell phone for over 10 years or more. They found that they were 39% more likely than average to get a glioma on the side of their head where they held their phone. Glioma is a type of cancer. It seems that long-term exposure can definitely be harmful. So if you need your phone on a day-to-day basis, Bluetooths are the way to go. Cell phones come with documentation showing the levels of radiation that cell phone emits. So depending on what cell phone you have will depend on how much more harmful it is. But there's still one problem. It's not just cell phones. People have wireless networks in their home and are constantly having signals pass through their body. Over time, this can be harmful as well. The British government's position is that Wi-Fi devices are very low power, much lower than mobile phones. Signals that might be low power might still be harmful over time. At this point in time, there is no scientific evidence that low power signals can pose any threat to the public, but in the end, it's hard to say whether they're safe or not. People that were smoking in the 50s had no idea that a cigarette could be harmful, and today we are now in that same position. Could these devices and the signals lead to the next worldwide epidemic? Just because the world uses cell phones and Wi-Fi every day still doesn't make it safe. Based on what we know today, there is no reason to panic. But will future research prove us otherwise? Only time can tell.